This video is an overview of the application and interpretation of the short physical performance battery. This is a valid, reliable, widely used series of tests that will result in a total score. It has been used to predict falls and physical limitations in older adults. The short physical performance battery, or SPPB for short, consists of 3 different tests to examine different components of an older adult's ability to function. They include 3 progressively harder standing balance tests, 2 trials of a self-selected walking speed, and a repeated chair rise test. This video aims to provide a framework for physical therapists for administering and interpreting the SPPB. We will go over each of the tests one by one and how to interpret them. Each test will give a total of 4 points, with 0 points being the lowest possible and 4 points being the highest possible. When adding the scores for the 3 tests together, the total score would be 12 as the highest overall score. Let's go over the first test, standing balance. Standing balance is scored by the person standing in 3 different positions and attempting to hold the position for 10 seconds. If the person is unable to hold the first or the second position for 10 seconds, then the balance test is done and we will move on to the gait speed test. Here is an example of what you should say. Now let's begin the evaluation. I'm going to have you move your body in different directions. You can use your arms or you can bend your knees, but try not to move your feet. If there's something that is not safe or you cannot do, we'll just move on to the next one. So I'm going to have you stand with your feet together and hold your feet together. And then we're going to have you balance for 10 seconds. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
We'll try.
All right, whenever you're ready, and start. And finish. Great job.
Thank you.
If the person is able to hold this position for 10 seconds, they earn 1 point. If they cannot hold it for 10 seconds or do not attempt it, they score 0 points, and this ends this test, and we will move on to gait speed testing. All right, let's go ahead and start with the next movement. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to have you put one foot just a little bit in front of the other. You're going to put your heel touching your big toe, and we're going to stand here for 10 seconds. Just like before, you can move your arms, you can bend your knees, but try not to move your feet. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. And go. Good job. Good. And stop. Good work.
All right.
If the person is able to hold this position for 10 seconds, they earn 1 point. If they cannot hold it for 10 seconds or do not attempt it, they score 0 points. And this ends that test, and we will move on to gait speed testing. All right, we're going to do the last movement now. This one's a little bit harder, but we're going to have you put your heel in front of your toe, and we're going to balance. Just like before, you can move your arms, you can bend your knees, but try not to move your feet, and we'll hold it for 10.
Right.
Okay? All right. When you're ready, I'll start the stopwatch. And go. Good. Halfway there. Stop. Nice work. If the person is able to hold this position for 10 seconds, they earn 2 points this time. If they can only hold it between 3 and less than 10 seconds, this earns 1 point. If they cannot hold it for 10 seconds or do not attempt it, they score 0 points, and this ends this test. And we will move on to gait speed testing. Now we will total up the score for the balance tests, with the highest score being 4, where the person went through all 3 balance stances and held for 10 seconds, and the lowest score of 0, where the person did not attempt the test or could not hold feet together for at least 10 seconds. Now we're going to measure our participants' normal walking speed. We're going to be using a 3-meter course. We're going to have 2 markers, one at the beginning and then one at the end of the course. Okay, now we're going to be measuring your normal walking speed. So just like you'd be walking to the store or some other relaxing activity. We're going to have you start at this marker here and then walk past the other marker, and then we're going to turn around and come back and do the same thing again. For this test, you can use a cane or some other walking aid if you feel you need it for safety. Any questions with this?
Nope.
Okay, let me demonstrate it for you first here. So I'm gonna get my feet right up to the marker here. As the therapist, I'm gonna hit the stopwatch to start it, and we'll go. And we'll walk past the marker, turn around, and then we'll come up to the marker. I'll reset my stopwatch, and then when we say go, we'll walk, again, walk past the marker, stop the stopwatch, and that's the end of the test.
Okay.
Any questions with this?
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So come up to the feet on the marker, and whenever you're ready, go ahead and start.
All right.
Good. All right, let me reset my stopwatch. Come up to the marker here. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready.
Go.
All right, good job.
Thank you.
You will take the best of the two times. If the person could only do the walk once, then that score will be used. If the person is able to complete the 3-meter walk in less than 3.62 seconds, they earn 4 points. If it takes them between 3.62 and 4.65 seconds, they earn 3 points. If they take between 4.66 and 6.52 seconds, this is 2 points. If they are able to complete the walk, but it takes them any time longer than 6.52 seconds, they earn 1 point. Finally, if they are unable to do the walk, score this as 0 points. All right, this last test is going to be assessing your leg strength. What we're going to do first is we're going to have you sit down in the chair, and we're going to stand up and down 1 time. So let me show you what that looks like. So we'll start by sitting in the chair, arms across your chest, and then stand on up 1 time and sit back down. So it looks something like that. Do you feel that that's safe for you to do?
Think so.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat there. Okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead and stand up and sit back down. Perfect, nice job. Okay, let's have you stand back over here. All right, now do you feel that this is safe for you to do 5 times?
I think so.
All right, let me demonstrate what this will look like. This test, you're actually going to be doing it as quickly as you can. So not like the walking test where it's an even pace. We're gonna have you go quickly from up and down. 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. On the last one, you'll stay standing. 5.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and give it a try there. All right. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Perfect.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Stop if the participant becomes tired or short of breath during repeated chair stands. Also stop if the participant uses his or her arms, or after 1 minute if the participant has not completed the rises. At your discretion, if you're concerned for the participant's safety, you should also stop. If the participant stops and appears to be fatigued before completing the 5 stands, confirm this by asking, "Can you continue?" If the participant says yes, continue timing. If the participant says no, stop and reset the stopwatch. If the person is able to complete the stands in less than 11.19 seconds, they earn 4 points. If they take between 11.20 and 13.69 seconds, they earn 3 points. Next, if they take between 13.70 and 16.69 seconds, that earns them 2 points. Finally, if they can complete the test between 16.70 seconds and 1 minute, they will earn 1 point. If they are unable to complete all 5 rises, or it takes longer than a minute, they are scored 0 points for the test. Here are some clinical considerations for the short physical performance battery. A score lower than 10 is predictive of all-cause mortality and indicates 1 or more mobility limitations. The minimally clinically important difference is 1.0 point. The mean score of fallers is 8.2, and the mean score of non-fallers is 9.5. Now, let's have you watch and score a whole SPPB. Please follow along with your scoring sheet and try to determine a score. For the sake of time, the demonstrations and the thorough explanation have been shortened. All right, let's begin the evaluation. So I'm going to show you a series of movements and describe and demonstrate them to you, and then I want you to follow along with me. But if there's any movements that you're uncomfortable doing or you cannot do, just tell me and we'll skip past it. Do you have any questions with that?
Nope.
All right, very good. So the first movement I'm going to show you is we're going to put your feet together, and I'm going to have you hold it for 10 seconds. And then you can use your arms or you can bend your knees, but try not to move your feet. Sound okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so go ahead and put your feet together and start. Good job. Looking halfway there. Perfect, and stop. Go ahead and relax, and I'll show you the next movement. Now it's going to be a little bit harder. So now what I'm going to have you do is you're going to take the heel of one foot and touch it next to the big toe of the other foot. You're going to balance for 10 seconds. Just like before, you can move your arms, you can bend your knees, but try not to move your feet. Does that sound okay?
Sounds okay.
Okay, good. Go ahead and get in position. And when you're ready, and start. Good job, you're doing great. Good. Good. Good job. All right, now I want to see how you do walking at your normal speed. So we're going to walk from this marker, past that marker, at whatever is a normal, comfortable speed for you. Any questions with that?
Nope.
Okay, let's go ahead and get on up to the marker. Good. All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And go. Good, you're doing great. Perfect, good. And we'll turn around and come up to the marker here. Good job. And whenever you're ready, and start. Good, walk past the marker and stop. Good. Good job.
Thank you.
This last assessment is going to be looking at your leg strength. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by sitting down in the chair and standing up and down one time. It'll look something like this. We'll cross your arms across your chest, come up once, and back down. Do you feel that's safe for you to do?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and good. Perfect, go ahead and have a seat there. Cross your arms across your chest, and whenever you're ready, up and back down. Very nice, good. Let's have you stand up back over here. Good job.
Thanks.
So, do you feel that that's safe for you to do 5 times?
Sure.
Okay, let's give it a go. I'll demonstrate first. Same thing as we were doing before. Cross your arms across your chest, but this time we're going to have you go as quickly as you can, okay? So it looks something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the last one, stay standing. 5. Okay? All right, let's get you over to the chair there. Perfect. All right, are you ready? Mm-hmm. And go. 1. Up again. 2. Halfway there. 3. And 4. 1 more, you can do it. And 5. Perfect, nice job. Great. Since this person only remained stable for 10 seconds with feet together and could not hold it for 10 seconds in semi-tandem, they would score 1 point for balance. Next, the person took more than 6.52 seconds for their best attempt on their 3-meter gait speed test. This earns 1 point. Finally, the person was able to complete the 5 times sit to stand test over 16.7 seconds. This would also earn 1 point. This would give them a total score of 3 points. As it is less than the mean score for fallers and is less than the predictive score of all-cause mortality and morbidity limitations, physical rehabilitation interventions or the Hop-Up PT program are good choices for this person. The SPPB is a great way to quantify a person's functional status, if they are at risk of physical limitations or falls, and to demonstrate progress while going through the Hop-Up PT program. Here are the references for this presentation. If you have questions or comments about this video, or any other prevention-focused approaches to education and training of older adults, please reach out to Hop-Up PT through our website contact form.